So this is a shed that I built for my parents. It's the first time I built something like this. Something this big. I've never built anything to this scale. Just a few bookshelves and stuff like that. Um, it's already completed, and I have all the things. Well, it's mostly completed. So um, there's a few details I had to work on, but overall it's done. So the outside, basically, it consists of this material, which I got at Home Depot. It's $17 a sheet. It's supposed to protect it from the sun and weather and whatnot. I put it on the sides and edges, and also on the door. The one on the door, my mom said she didn't want any screws like these because it's gonna look ugly. So right now it's just holding on because it's right at the exact cut. So it's holding on kind of well right now, but I do need to find a way to secure it, probably with glue or something like that. So as you can see out here on the side, there's a little opening, and that opening is basically for wheelchairs. My grandparents live here in the studio right next to the shed, so they needed a place to store the wheelchairs that is kind of out of the elements, but not quite, and it's easy access. So as you can see, you could get it easily through the front or side, and it's kind of protected still with the roof. The roof is clear. It's the same material as the one used for the sides. It's same material on the roof. So I went ahead and did that. And before I continue, I want to say, by all means, I probably did a lot of things that are wrong with this build and that maybe I shouldn't have done. But it's my first one. It's a small shed, and it's essentially to learn and to go from there. So if you find things that I should have done differently, just let me know, so next time I try and build something like this, I can go ahead and do a better job. So the outside, basically the same material, just for storage of the wheelchairs. I was going to put a shelf around this area just so I don't lose all this space, but I just decided not to do it because it was more work, and I was already having a hard time trying to build this shit as it is. So going on from there, there's my dog. So going on from there, the door is right there. It's basically a, let me go ahead and open it. Lobito, move, come on. So the door is basically a piece of wood, and then on the edges of the wood I added 2x2s. So all throughout the edges it's 2x2s all around, and it's just screwed onto the plywood, and it sits on top. Two hinges, heavy duty hinges, and a door handle. And then when you open it, the door does open all the way. I put a few hooks up here for just random things. I don't have anything set up how it's going to be set up inside. I just put some stuff in there that I had to move out, but this is not for me. These are my tools. This is actually for my parents, so I had to move all that out of the way. So the base is essentially 2x2s. I did a square for this area, and then I let the 2x2 out here extend further out. So the back is about 81 inches long, and the front is about 60 approximately, not 100% accurate, but that's just about the dimensions for this. You come in, that's probably where people are going to start saying how bad I did, but anyway, two shelves. I just put 2x2s across the whole way, and then one in the middle right here to support the shelf, because this is not a very sturdy shelf. It seems to be kind of slim for being a shelf, but I went ahead and used it anyway. It seemed, I mean, I sat on it and everything, and it held my weight, so it holds approximately 160 pounds. The roof, okay, inside for the walls, I did put a piece of wood throughout the whole side. So not only is the material outside for weather put on it, but also wood. And let's see what else. Not much else, to be honest. The roof, two 2x4s. This 2x4 is what I made the frame out of. Then another 2x4. I don't know why I put another 2x4, but I saw a few builds that did that, multiple 2x4s. So anyway, I did the roof, and I secured it with these. I'm not sure what they call it, anchors, I guess, roof anchors. So I did that, and not only that, but as you can see over here, I also screwed 2 screws on each side crossed to support it. So I have that, and there you go. I'm gonna go ahead and close the door so you guys could see how much light comes in with everything shut. So right now I have everything shut. Let me turn off my flash. There we go. So I got all the light off, and this is how much light is coming into it today. As you can see everything. It's pretty lit in here. It's a clear roof, so you get all the sunlight you need and want. So that's that. Let's see what else. Okay. Also, for the door, I put these pieces of wood, one on the side, one on top, and that's just so when the door closes, I make sure that it'll stay there where I need it, so it doesn't close more than it needs to, and then I can put the lock on it if I need to put the lock. And what else? Now, this is the back of the shed. All I did was paint the back with a paint that's waterproof and all that. Then I added this rain diverter. I didn't add it on top where the roof is at because I do have another shed right next to it. So I added it under this bottom roof just because I didn't want water to accumulate between both sheds. So I put this here, and it's at an angle, so it's high here and then it drops down towards the other side where I want the water to go. So I did that. For the roof, for this type of material, they do sell some of these plastic adapters. I'm guessing, I don't know the actual term for them, but you do need to buy them to install this roof. So all you do is put these lined up to where you want the roof and where you're gonna screw it in, and you can see the screws right there screwing into it. I used about 2 or 3 of these sheets. I just cut it to size. I believe one of them gave me 2, so I used approximately just 2 sheets on the top actually for the roof. And I know I wasn't sure. I just put 4 2x4s. I wasn't sure that was gonna be enough, to be honest. But I was working with the very low budget, and I wanted to do things fast and get it out of the way. So I felt like I needed to put another 2x4 right down the middle. But to be honest, this material is not heavy at all, so nothing else is gonna go on top of it. I'm pretty sure 4 2x4s is just enough, so I left it like that. Anyway, if I need to, I could always add another 2x4 or whatnot to it, which it's no problem. What else? So here on the sides, I had to cut these also at an angle, as you can see, to fit the sheets properly. So just the only thing I did is I measured from bottom to top on one side and from bottom to top on the other. Then I got the measurements for that, and then cut across. It was pretty simple. It was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be for these cuts. So that was easier than I expected. Here you can see there's some openings and stuff, but I mean, I don't know how to seal those openings. And here on the edges, I just decided to add wood just to finish up and close up the corners. Not only because I needed to attach stuff to it, and it would have been a lot harder to attach things to this than it is to wood. So the actual size of the sheet was was like that, and I just cut this piece of wood to fit the remaining portion of it. So to get the roof to lean, what I did was, as you see here, I have 4 2x4s. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have the base plus 3, and that lifts the front part, as opposed to here I have the base plus 1. So I have 2 more 2x4s, so that's almost 4 inches more. I just have to go in and add more screws to some of these. For now, that's what I did to finish a little bit quicker, but I don't suggest half-assing it like I did. Just get it done out of the way, basically, because I still have to come back and do a little bit more things. For now, I just put screws also for hanging stuff. I need to get some hooks, but I just wanted to see where the hooks were going to be at and what I was going to put on them and stuff like that. I still don't know what they're going to put in here, so I don't really know how to adjust the inside. I just put 2 shelves, and that's about it for now. If you're wondering what this is, it's just a shade that my parents have here, and they asked me to put it on there, so I screwed in some supports here to hold it up and have a shade in front of the shed. Lolita, you scared? You scared of the noises, the loud bangs? So this is it, essentially. Just an outer portion of the shed for quick grab and go storage. You come inside, 2 shelves, and just a little bit of opening for hooks and storage. I was thinking of putting a pegboard on this side and just hang random stuff on there, but I really don't know what they're gonna do with it. It's just something to get things out of the way. They have a mess in here, so they're just trying to get stuff out of the way for now, and hopefully this will help them with that. And that's it.